Ready? All right, we'll go ahead and get started. I think first on the agenda is to approve minutes. That was the last meeting I was not here, but there wasn't a quorum. Is there anything to approve? No? Just go ahead and move into items for consideration. Okay. You're up.
Your Geo Bond Program Manager. Our first item up is, okay, this one. Sorry, it's a different order, it's my fault. Yeah, so along Northwest and Northeast 6th Street from Walker to Walnut, and then again along Northwest 4th Street, Northeast 4th Street from Broadway to Lincoln Boulevard. We are doing some resurfacing as needed in those areas, brand new sidewalks, ADA upgrades, filling in those gaps that are there right now. It's part of our congested corridor, redoing all the pavement markings and what have you to make it more walkable for obviously our pedestrians, and then driver alertness with all the new pavement markings. So our request, it's 1.5 miles in length. It is more of a traditional streetscape, so it's going to have wider sidewalks, hence the larger cost on this. The all-in project cost is 7.8. That's with ODOT through the ACOG process kicking in additional funding for us. But our request today is the 2.8 million to go ahead and match that.
Oh, there we go. Is this in the marathon route? Do you know? And if you don't know, don't worry. Just wonder if it is. Maybe flag it for them.
You remember, Kevin? If it is, I'll tell you what we would typically do is halt construction, clean it up 2 weeks before the event, and then demobilize as far as pull the equipment out so we're not in conflict, then come right back up that Monday afterwards once OKC's out of the way with all the trucks, and then we remobilize and start again. So we can accommodate any of those requests.
Thank you.
So we started adding some additional information too. So trying to be a little bit more transparent. We would like to go out for construction the fourth quarter of 27 and finish the fourth quarter of 28. And that's the year that the funds are available from ODOT. So we're that far out, we're projecting. So this month you're gonna see these projects. Next month you're gonna see some 28s and 29s. And then in March, you'll see the 29 and 30s. So that's how far out we are. And yes, Chris, most of those projects that we're gonna see in the future are listed projects in the 2025 bond. So, got you.
There we go. Can you speak to the upgrades on the ADA facilities? What would that look like along these stretches?
So, of course, the sidewalk being level across the entire project, as well as all the boat ramps, all the ramps, pedestrian ramps at the intersections. 88 press buttons for the countdown to go across the roadway. All the pavement markings, the tactile domes, all that will be upgraded. So, and you'll see that throughout almost all of these, you'll see that same verbiage. And if trees fit, we'll be putting trees in as well. So. Any questions? Additional questions? Sorry.
All right, if there's no questions, we'll go into, it was moved by Jackie and seconded by Chris. Go ahead and vote. All right, looks like that motion passed.
I guess this is broken. Okay. Our next project is a resurfacing of sidewalks along Western Avenue from Northwest 63rd north to Wilshire, and that includes some bus stops along the way. We're going to put a sidewalk as part of this project on the east side of this mile-long stretch. This project is split half and half. East side is Oklahoma City and west side is Nichols Hills. This is a partnership agreement between the two of us with ODOT again. So there's three of us working together on this one. So it's a resurfacing full thing, same changes on the ADA upgrades along there. It is significantly less since most of this is not a traditional streetscape. It's just sidewalks and then resurfacing, pavement markings, those kinds of things. And so again, we're gonna try to go out for the third quarter of 2027, finish the first quarter of 2028, just since it's not as complex as the other project that we talked about. Project split is there as shown, so.
Are sidewalks starting to get expensive as well?
Yeah, everything's up there, yeah. Well, you've got to do some predictive future. I mean, it's so many years out, so we're looking at asphalt increasing and concrete. And we didn't want to take today's measurements and apply them there because we thought that would be astronomical. So we're in there. We've worked with ODOT on the price point to make sure we're all on the same page. So.
I just remember your comment of about $1 million, or yeah, $1 million a mile for a road.
Yeah.
So I was thinking 1.5 for sidewalks seemed.
Yeah, it's getting up there, isn't
Okay.
it? So we used to do sidewalks for $125,000 for a mile, and that was 15 years ago. So
Does this cost include any coordination with the railroad?
ODOT will be the running of this, and so they'll manage that process for us. And there's, as you I don't know, maybe you haven't done, I don't know, in your profession, sorry. The cost with the railroad for a roadway project, we normally just come up to the right-of-way, stop, and then pick up on the other side. Now, if the railroad wishes to entertain joining us and working together, we will definitely have a discussion with them. So,
Just a general knowledge question.
yeah. They were here before we were, so.
Any other questions? All right, we'll go ahead and entertain motions. Moved by Jeff, seconded by Jackie. That motion passed.
Okay, so Northwest 36th Street project, and this comes from Walker east over to Lincoln Boulevard, in essence. So, and this project is an extra wide sidewalk. And so what we're trying to do is just go ahead and fit that in. It creates some more walkability, all our ADA upgrades, everything at the signals being upgraded for the pedestrian, the pavement markings, and what have you. It's quite an extensive project as we are going underneath I-235, and we have to pull back that sloped concrete wall that you see and bring that back. ODOT, of course, having them partner with us on this project makes it so much easier for us. They're great to partner with, and so, especially since they're the conflict point here. So it's just a win-win for us. So we're looking at, we did overmatch on this one to get this project. And we're still saving a significant amount of money, but yes, our portion is 50,000 higher than ODOT's portion, but that's where we're at. So another one for Ward 2 and 7. The request is 1.9.
After the meeting, I can show you all how to turn that off, like it vibrate only. It's a trick.
So we do show Jackie, we do show it on the south side. It might flip to the north side of the road. We're working that out. Yep. So, yes, ma'am. I know. It needs it bad, so.
Was your question whether it was on 36, the north side of the road?
It might, the trail, the sidewalk, the extra wide sidewalk might be on the south side or the north side as we come through there.
Okay, because that was going to be my question. What made you choose the south side versus the north?
We're still looking. it's just me. I don't want to draw through the 36 and you can't see it, so I just pick a side.
And then you mentioned the slope wall that would have to be reconfigured. Where exactly is that?
Underneath, so I-235, the northbound and southbound, there's these sloped walls that are underneath there that hold back the dirt, and it's for structural reasons. And we will take those out depending on what side and move those back to a vertical straight up and down wall. And so that's a structural part of the project. So we'll partner with ODOT on that. So.
Do you know if these will be protected crosswalks? Like, will there be a wall or even half a wall that protects the pedestrian from the street?
So there's a curb. So, I mean, they're not right up against the roadway here. They're offset is the plan.
This is my entrance to my neighborhood, and it is an extremely dangerous intersection. You have
36?
36th.
And Walker? Or,
36th and Broadway Extension.
okay.
So where the pedestrians will walk under the highway, you have people coming off the highway, headed west, like still at highway speeds almost, and then you've got two sets of lights before and after the highway that people sometimes try to run to make the light. So there are a lot of crashes in this area, and so I'm just concerned about pedestrian safety. Although this is very necessary, and it's going to be a great project, I just think maybe some extra protections around pedestrians crossing that area are necessary.
So specifically underneath the bridge itself is what you're looking at?
That's where a lot of the accidents happen. That and 36th, so you can come onto 36th from, if you're headed north on Broadway Extension, but then also if you're coming south on Broadway Extension, it's maybe a quarter of a mile to the west, and there are lots of accidents on that one too.
If I remember correctly, you'll have to help me out. You drive it daily. There are 3 circular columns, right? There, and I believe our intent is to be behind those columns.
Okay. Yeah.
I think.
I'm
Yeah, if not, we can work on the extra protection.
Excellent. Yes,
So-
thank you so much.
Oh, no worries. That is an easy one to accommodate. So, nothing? Why are you so quiet today? Okay.
Okay, we'll go ahead and entertain motion as moved by Jeff and seconded by Lindsay. That motion passed.
Okay. Oh, this is a fun one too. Sorry. I get excited about my projects. Up and down here, Northwest Expressway from really almost May Avenue. There's at Northwest Expressway in May, there's on the northwest corner, there's this drainage area where this storm sewer dumps into. But when we adopted this from ODOT, of course, we adopted as like condition, whatever it's in. And so they used a steel aluminum corrugated pipe through here. That is finally rusted out. What's happening is undermining the road itself now. It's going to cause us problems with Northwest Expressway, which, you know, as we all know, is anywhere from 45,000 down to 23,000 up by Hefner. And so with that being said, we're asking for a request here for $751,000 to go ahead to replace that with the unlisted money. The CIP is putting our our capital improvements program is putting in 749. We'd like bond unlisted to be 751, which would get us to our $1.5 million project altogether. So you will notice out there are sidewalks going in right now as part of an ARPA project, and so we will do everything we can to avoid disturbing what we just put down, that investment. So, and that's a fast track one. We're hoping to get that under construction in 26 and completed. So.
Any questions? All right. Moved by Jeff, seconded by Christopher. That motion passed. Last one.
Okay, our last one for today. I would like to come back and give you updates after we do the normal stuff here. But we have at school zone and traffic feedback signs. Again, this is another ODOT ACOG related project. Our split on this is $500,000. ODOT is $500,000. We have a little bit of a typo on here. Our cost that we're requesting today is $125,000 for that, and that's strictly to get the engineering done so we can move forward with the project. It's a $500,000 construction cost. We just don't have it broken out for you here. It's the second quarter of 2027, a delivery to go into construction, and it should be it's a very quick process. It's new school zone signs, those kinds of rapid flashing beacons were needed, those kinds of items for the kiddos. So you can see there's a list of everybody but Ward 3. So, and Ward 3, I'd like to explain that on the record. Ward 3 has a lot of widenings that we've just done up and down Sarah Road and other places where almost every widening project we have is along one of the school zones for Ward 3. So we came back and tried to get the existing ones out in different parts of the city that we could help out with. So there's a long list right there. So any questions on those?
Is this adding to it or just replacing what's
Sometimes
already?
replacing, sometimes adding. You may not have had a lot of traffic on like an east-west street, but a north-south was, and now the traffic has picked up enough that warrants to have an actual light.
Okay.
The flashing light, what have you, so.
Are some of these schools in Canadian County? I'm looking at
Canadian-
Northwood, Surrey Hills.
Yes,
Okay. Is there an expected investment from that county, or is this all going to be ODOT with?
it's ODOT and us.
Okay.
Yes.
Any other questions?
Yeah. I think we hit all the counties too. I think we did a pretty good job, so.
Okay, it was moved by Lindsay, seconded by Jeff. And that motion passed. All right, we'll go ahead and move into informational items.
Okay, I'm back. Hey. I just wanted to let you know we have some major projects kicking off. So we're going to start utilizing this time to also bring in some more of this information as new projects are coming out or listed projects. So that way you can inform everyone else around. Southwest 29th Street from Rockwell back to MacArthur is getting ready to start construction after the first of the year. Northwest Expressway and May Avenue, you'll want to avoid. That is going to become that new DDI. That's a $15 million project. We also just awarded again the Northwest 23rd Street from Western back over to Broadway, streetscape project. That will be a long ongoing project as we have a lot of storefronts there and we're going to try to minimize. Yes, thanks. Taken a while, hasn't it? That one's a little bit, you're going to see, it's a night and day kind of project because we're going to remove the median that has all the trees, but we're putting trees all on the outside. So we've got both council members in 2 and 6 to sign off on this. And so we're adding almost 90 plus trees so for walkability. So you'll have some shade. And this is somewhat of the same footprint that we're trying to use for Northeast 23rd Street with Mike Clark. And so those are some of the big changes that will be coming around that you'll see here soon. We have some other widenings that'll be coming out for bid very soon here at the first of the year, and we'll start talking about those too. But with anything, all three, well, the Southwest 29th Street is not with ODOT, but the other two are. And those other two, they do have a 90-day flex. So you'll see that construction start anytime from now until January, but we've asked them to wait until January 1. So, and they'll probably do that. So, but So any questions on any of those three? No, just happy to get them out.
I have a quick question on the 23rd Street project. When you remove the median, are you just expanding the 2 lanes that are there, or will there be a middle lane?
Yeah, we're going to increase the width of the lanes, the existing 4 lanes, and then we're going to move the sidewalk, the curb, out towards the road and increase our walkability, our width of that. Make it a true downtown setting. Main Street, if you're familiar with the old Main Street programs that the federal government, well, they still do. That's our desire to do that. So.
Awesome. Thank you.
Okay. We continue our downward trend on a rolling 12-month average because we're still ending up projects, but I anticipate that to start trending upwards when? Probably in another 6 months or so, Chad?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Okay, and as far as we ticked up a little bit on our 2023 sale to 64%, we're at 15% on our 2024 sale, and 2025, we're at 2.7%, and those projects will start kicking off here soon. There's lots of money being moved around right now.
I'd say, is there a reason that it's trending down? Is it just,
So it's trending down. It's trending down as there's not as much projects out there.
okay.
And so
into
there's
the
less being
bonds.
spent.
We're getting to the end of the
and-
life.
And then the remaining projects are quite large, they're expensive, there are widening projects, right? So this bond program, the 2017, we weren't able to come in early enough and fix that transition and move those to the front of the program. So 2025, that's what we're doing. We're just gonna try to move those from year 1 through 6 and try to have them all out, because those are some of our most costly projects, as well as vertical structures. So that's kind of our push, but that's what you're seeing here is a downward trend because we're waiting for utilities and different things to get out of the way here.
Okay,
So
thank you.
we only have 20, I believe it's 21 projects left to go ahead and put out for the 2017 bond program. So they're either there's 21 left that are either in construction or design. So there's a combination. So we're getting close.
Okay.
But our new sale in June, it's always back and forth. That sale, that first sale here will recover very quickly from for the new program. We'll start off just the right way, right? See, we're going to get there. We're going to do it the right way.
And you have to remember, these are expenditures, so there's work progressing, but these are as they are paid is what this is. And so that is the government's requirement that we report the expenditures. And you can see those numbers right here. And they are it's in the LTD, which is life to date, the cost column.
Are there projects from the 2017 bond that were identified that are not getting funding from the bond in 2017?
Don't believe
Sorry, I didn't hear that.
Random question, I should know the answer to this.
listed projects that aren't funded that we
No,
didn't
we're
complete.
100%.
I think
We're 100% funded. It's just, we do every project to the fullest scope that we can as promised. So that's what we're working on right now. Hypothetically, we're funded unless there's a big hit. Then we're going to have to, it's going to be tricky, so.
Gotcha.
So.
Thank you.
Do we have a breakdown of unlisted bonds per ward for the 2017 bond? How much has been invested in each ward?
As it pertains to the unlisted? We can, and I will tell you that as it pertains to the unlisted, most of that has gone to those widening projects and those street enhancement projects. May Avenue, Northwest Expressway, that was originally a $3 million project, and now it's almost 15, right? So but we can definitely have a breakdown for you the next time and show how those, now we won't be able to probably get project specific for you if you're okay with that, but we can show you per proposition where they sit.
Yeah, that would be
Okay.
great. Thank
Happy
you.
to do that. So. No other questions?
Do you want to sit down? We'll ask some more.
Well, I keep sitting down, you keep making.
I know. No, we'll go ahead and move on to new business unless there's other questions. No new business? Any items from committee members? Any citizens?
I will be out starting the end of this month, so I will be missing the next 3 meetings for obvious reasons.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
You still have your email, right? Okay, we're good.
Any citizens to be heard?
It's all staff.
All right. I believe we're done then. Thank you.
Thank you, everyone.